But what about them? They have to do.
Yeah, anybody talking needs to have the mic on.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I'd have to make it.
Sure you're in it?
Yes,
All the districts.
it's Republican, yeah, it says RedMove with the flag.
There's two of them.
Well, Bill, I went with whatever.
Just stay there, please.
So what I've come up with is I'm working on a set of directions.
You shouldn't have two channels, you should have one channel.
Karen, I have to because the app blocked us, okay?
Okay, well, this is the one, maybe this is
It
the,
does say live, this isn't live, you look at it.
That you can see it
I
now.
should see is just the chairs.
Hold a second, I don't see the picture right now.
I did not believe it where I saw
No, it's not.
it.
Okay, come on, Red Man.
Districts.
Live, it says live. There it is, I see the chairs. Okay, you can see.
You can what?
How come they can hear me?
Janet.
Because you're on my phone. We're talking on the phone.
Okay, just hang up the speaker and talk to me.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you hear me? Did that go?
Yeah, it's going through.
Where's it doing that here?
One, two, three, four, five. Turn that down. It's a little loud.
Okay, we're going to get this show on the road. If everybody would stand up. John, would you do the pledge? And to the republic. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And thank you for coming. It's going to be a light crowd today. We're expecting it. Marcia?
Yes, sir.
Does that mean we're all going to be bright if we're a light crowd today?
Did I get a hug?
Hi.
Hi.
Anyway. You got to turn it on. How about now? Better? Well, apparently one of our speakers isn't here, Colleen Westlake, yet. I've left her messages. But we'll play it by ear. Marcia is going to talk about some of the candidates.
Yeah.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Marcia Burke-Bigler, and I'm what am I? Former county commissioner, member of this group.
I have been.
Is this too loud?
Can't hear.
Okay, you need me closer. Is that better? Okay. Anyway, my name is Marcia Burke-Bigler, and this year I have agreed to take on the position of political campaign person for the Washoe Freedom Coalition. And what that means is that I will be assisting candidates who decide they want to run for various different offices. And I'm working with Kate and with some of the other board members on, getting good people to run. And this guy over here, who I try to ignore, but he doesn't ever let me, and getting some good people to run. I think the key here is we need 4 or 5 really top-notch candidates. We need not to go out and just try to paper the wall. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that, but frankly, we're not going to have the money or probably the correct candidates. So one of the things we want to make sure is that we get a group of candidates so that we can take back some of the seats. Currently, we have to consider ourselves a liberal county because the majority of people who hold elected officials at the local government level are either left-leaning Democrats or Republicans in name only, and who vote with left-leaning Democrats. And so we need to really focus on taking back our local government so that we can then move forward and take back our state. And the goal has to be that we have to get there by the time we reapportion the state. So 2030 has to be our goal. So if we only get 5 in this election, we get 5 in the next election, we then are moving towards that goal of making sure we have good conservative candidates like Mike Clark sitting back here in the back, Commissioner Clark sitting back here in the back. That's the kind of candidate who's focused on conservative issues and is focused on doing what's best for the constituents instead of what's best for their own personal pocketbook. And so that's really that's the reason I agreed when Kate came to me and asked me to help. I agreed to jump back into the political arena because most of you know that I after the last election I said I'm done. I'm going away, I'm traveling, I'm going on vacation, I'm playing with my dogs, I'm gardening, and I'm not doing politics anymore. But, the truth is, I'm not running for office ever again, but I am going to help those people. So, I have a lot of background experience in writing platform statements and things that we need to do, and I'm willing to help any candidate who wants to get on board and do that. And right now, what we're working on is getting candidates to people who are serious and candidates and can come forward and work with us. So if you've got names in any district, it doesn't matter if it's a down ticket race, that's everybody from the county commission down to any, what I call the county constitutional offices, any of those seats. That's what we need. So please bring the names forward to Mr. St. John's over here, who is really doing a bang up job helping Kate, or to Kate, and who's not here. I thought she was going to be here. Yeah, okay. Or to Maurice Washington, who's also stepping in and helping on this. So call me up. Most of you have my number, or know how to get in touch with me. So please call me, and let's band together as a team and move forward. Thanks.
Thank you. Spur of the moment.
You're welcome. Can I go?
No, you guys sit. Anyway, to continuing on, Karen, do you want to do your announcement? This is
of Commerce and finding skilled people who can read and write to take jobs, the library is a resource and place for that education, and our schools. It's a triumvirate that we have to help better connect. So I appreciate your question.
All right. This is, since one candidate didn't make it, and Mike Clark, our county commissioner, is going to speak here in a few minutes, that one of the big problems, one of the many issues with the school board is absenteeism. I just read in my Newsmax, we're in the top 10 school boards, states. Nevada is in the middle. We're at 39% of the kids absentee. Now that's the state, not just Washoe. That includes Clark County and rural area. That's a pretty sad statement. Janet has a question. No, turn.
I know Janet well from the library board.
Oh,
I'm there
Yes,
every meeting.
She's there every meeting.
I sat through it last night.
Yes.
I believe that the board is being given an undaunting task right now. I guess maybe because of the open meeting laws, what have you. Is there any way that a workshop could be put together, that you could do it that way? Because you need to come up with some numbers. And I don't know that you're given all the information that you really need in order to do it and to be able to really go back and forth and get those answers and get them immediately. So,
Janet, I appreciate your attendance at the meetings and the great questions you ask. I think we have worked very hard to get the questions out there and the answers. Not all the answers, but at least we're working very deliberately to understand the budget, which was a mystery to me 2 years ago. We asked for numbers, we asked for details, we couldn't get them. I testified to the county commissioners that I didn't understand the budget and had one of my very own board members say, we do understand the budget. That set us back a little bit, but we are now asking the right questions, getting the right data, and we do face a daunting task. We have a shortage of the expansion fund money and the rejection of WC1. And so I think we are being deliberate in our planning, deliberate in the time we're going to take to get the answers we need. I'm calling special sessions. We're going to have many more meetings over the next few weeks before we are brave enough to go before the county commissioners and say, libraries are so critical and essential to the education of our young people, veterans, seniors, our entire community. And here's what we need to keep them open.
we had a lot of people volunteering last night.
Yes,
I'd be
and
more
last
than
night
glad
we
to
had
volunteer,
people
yeah.
saying, I'll volunteer to run the senior center library. I'll be there to help keep the Verdi library open. And that's why I say it takes a village. It takes everybody to overcome the Washoe County budget that is in arrears, and so is Sparks, and so is, but to understand as well that our libraries are the same libraries when we had 200,000 people living here and now have 500,000
I
people.
actually think that it's a good thing that WC1 didn't pass, because you probably should have that, the total budget period, not relying on something that is obscure. So-
Well, I think we're overstaffed, and it's like any bureaucracy. There are too many people staffing in the libraries. These are valuable, educated, terrific people, but we have too many of them. And we could cut some of those positions, consolidate some of our resources. And I'm particularly interested in eliminating programs that are fun and people love to bring their children to, but I don't think pumpkin carving at the library is an essential activity. In fact, my mother would have killed me if I tried to carve a pumpkin on a carpet. So there are some things that you will see me, if not others, say should
But
be
there's no
eliminated.
way to be able to do a workshop. or
Well,
to
a
be able to
workshop
do-
must be public. we
Yeah.
must abide by open
Because I
meeting law.
mean, the
So it'd be
county
nothing more
commission,
than a
the
library
county
board meeting.
commission does a workshop once a year, so I think.
We've asked
because-
our deputy DA how we can meet,
Right.
and we can't. One of us can meet with another, but we can't make decisions,
makes
and
it
three of us
tough.
can't meet at all. So when you come to a public session of the library board, you're hearing us thinking aloud and trying to speak with each other in front of hundreds of people. That's the way it works in this
I
state.
hate to cut you off.
No problem.
Before we have Mike speak, and I see there's a couple of new people come in, turned out over 30 some, which isn't as much as we normally get. We get 50 to 100. I know a lot of you showed up wanting to hear from Colleen. I'm disappointed for whatever reason she didn't make it. But I would suggest I'm going to email her and text her the questions that people have asked, like supposedly DEA is gone, but is that just DEI with a different name? Okay? Another thing is numerous Republicans have said, why are you voting more with the liberal elements of the school board? I want her to answer that. You know, that numerous people have said that she votes more with them. She said she was going to explain that. And then why she's running again, which is basically Sparks. With that in mind, we'll stay a little longer and we'll talk education. And I will follow up and send this out. Like I know John, Mark, several people have attended this meeting wanting to hear school board. And I'm disappointed. Either you guys scared the hell out of her and she didn't want to make it. With that in mind, I'll turn this over to Mike. Mike Clark, our county commissioner, district. Mike, what district?
District 2, we're in District 2. This is my district. I'm wearing sunglasses indoors because I had my eyes dilated. I didn't go Hollywood, so that's the look that I have today because of the procedure I had done earlier this morning. In fact, the procedure actually makes you look better, Ray. So maybe you should sell those drops and you carry some around and pass them out to folks if you think that's a likely excuse. Anyhow, I'm here to support Ann Silver, a longtime friend, supporter of Ann Silver. I couldn't be happier with the work that Ann Silver is doing at the chamber, at the county, at the CARES campus, and what she's doing on the library board. She's reasonable, she's thoughtful, she can outthink just about everybody at the county, and unfortunately, that's a very low barrier. I'm sorry to say, but take it as a compliment.
Backhanded compliment. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, we've got a very, very low threshold of logical thinking taking place at Washoe County. It doesn't happen very often. I approached Ann. I know about Ann's ability to have a lot of good jobs. She doesn't call them jobs, and I've got to correct myself. She calls them careers, and they are. There's some good, great paying jobs, some great opportunities for anybody who's got a job. Ann could probably get them a better job. If anybody doesn't have a job, she could probably get them a better, career. Sorry, correct myself. So Ann is really doing a good job. I've been a county commissioner for 2 years and about 9 months now, and it's taken 2 years and about 8 months to finally, it took about over 2 years to have Ann come in and make a presentation to the county commissioners. The former county manager, the jerk that he was, took me 2 years. I'm here and he's gone, and Ann's here. They promised to have a classroom situation for Ann at the CARES campus, the place that you taxpayers have paid almost $300 million for the CARES campus. I can't get a straight answer. But anyhow, I try to get Ann a position there to train folks. Ann seems to say, she said today, she thinks 50% of the folks have an opportunity to go and improve their lot. I don't know what the number is, but it could be 5%, 10%, 20%, 30% of those folks that live there could have a reliable career if they were trained properly. Ann thinks it's 50. That's the kind of positive thinking we need. We need to find people an opportunity so they can elevate themselves from that. Ann is willing to train these folks with using funds from the chamber, buy safety clothes for these folks, clothing, work clothes, whatever, to get these folks on the right track. And the county prevented that from happening. Washoe County wouldn't allow this to happen. Washoe County wouldn't let me go tour the CARES campus. It took me months and months and months for me as a sitting commissioner to go over there. Eric Brown blocked me from going in. And the lame ass excuse he used was, it was under construction. It's a construction site. And I had to point out to him finally to win the argument that 700 people live there. They're there 24 hours a day. Do they all have safety shoes? Do they all wear hard hats? Do they all wear a vest? That's when he finally realized he'd lost the argument and had to let me in. Okay, so that's the problem we have there. Those folks eat better than the senior citizens. Catholic Charities serves really good food over there. And I'm just hopeful that Ann can get in there and reach some of these folks who want to be reached. We just awarded a multi-million-dollar contract for cleaning the CARES campus. My suggestion was, can we find 50 or 60 people who are there that maybe would like to get hired by the county and do their own cleaning and maybe have a little money in their pocket and maybe a little dignity, and maybe if they were cleaning the place, their brothers and sisters that are there with them might not litter and destroy the property if they knew their friend had to clean up after them. So the county didn't want to do that. I mean, that was a logical way. If you're in the military, if you're in the jail, if you're anywhere where you've got some public assistance, you should have the opportunity to help clean that place up. But the county, after I suggested it, they awarded the contract to a cleaning company, but they said, oh, that's a great idea. Wish we'd have thought about that sooner, but we'll sign the contract for, and I'm talking $3 or $4 or $5 million to clean the place. I mean, I would rather have spent the money and offer everybody who helps clean up a free steak dinner and a job and a paycheck or something. But we're working on it. We're trying to get things done. There's an election coming up, a very important election. If we can get 2 more, one of our commissioners is going to be termed out and another one should be replaced. And if I get reelected, then the board will automatically switch to a 3-2 board the other way. And then we can help Ann and the community and the students, and everything else can be fixed around here, can be fixed with just one little election. So please make sure that candidates are out there, people get elected, we get some folks on the county commission who can actually do something about this. We've got folks there that don't really care about what's taking place. They don't have the same concerns that you have. And they should be replaced. It's as simple as that. So again, I can't say how much good work Ann does. If you know anybody who needs a career, send them to see Ann. She's got jobs coming out the year. She can't find enough quality employees for the folks. And I want to salute her for growing that organization the way she has. I mean, if there's one thing we should be proud of in this biggest little city, it should be the Chamber of Commerce. They seem to be award-winning on a national level. Can you name any other institutions around this county that are award-winning on a national level? Got anything for me? No.
Bottom of education.
What's that?
At the bottom of the education.
Yeah, well, we're the bottom of a lot of things, but we aren't with the Chamber of Commerce, and congratulations
Thank you,
for your good work.
Thank you.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Now, I know there's some of you who have questions, and I'm sure you're as disappointed as I am that Colleen wasn't here, so we could professionally ask her some questions, but I will follow up. By the way, since Ann has so much free time, Maurice, you ought to recruit her to run for something.
No way.
Excuse me, I have one other comment with regard strictly to the library board. I've talked to the publisher of Senior Rescue Magazine. She's here in the building today.
Yeah.
She wants to run a free full-page ad in that magazine looking for seniors who want to volunteer at libraries. And so I think that would be a big plus, and it might fill some gaps in the budget if we can get some quality folks who are interested in helping the library. And you might also be able to monitor if those little rascals are trying to read the dirty books. So think about that. So you could be part of the solution, you and your friends, by volunteering for some work at the library, and you could monitor who's taking a shower in the bathroom, and who's stripping down, or who's looking at porn, or who's trying to read dirty books. So yeah, volunteer, and then you can be the eyes and ears to help clean up the problem that's perceived to be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
With that in mind, I'm trying to stay close to one. Ann said she would stay and answer questions for you. And
If
I
you have any-
guarantee you, I promise, I will text Colleen with some very pointed questions. Do you guys have more questions? Maurice?
Ray, I don't have a question.
Hi, Maurice.
Hi, Ann, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
You as well.
I've been trying to get Ann to give me a basketball ticket from her brother from here. I'm working on it.
Okay.
She's a great lady. I've known Ann for a while. And Tom, and I don't know about you, Ray.
Good
County
man.
Commissioner, it's good to see you.
Yes.
Just a quick announcement, we've been working on this with Kate and Denise and some of the others here, and John. We finally got a candidates academy set for November the 8th. I'm gonna pass out these flyers, you can scan the QR code. We have limited spaces, it's gonna be in our office, but we want you to come out and be involved in a campaign. If you're running for an office, or if you want to volunteer for help somebody, we can use all of them to make sure our candidates
Such
finally
an
get
ugly
elected to the school board and to county commissioner and to city council, mayors. We just need all the help we can get. So please take a flyer, scan the QR code, and register today before all the spaces gone. Is that all right?
Yes.
Can I do that right?
Yes.
All right.
Maurice,
One other thing.
Ray, can I ask Maurice if he'd stop by at the radio station downstairs tomorrow about 11:05 after the news, and you talk about that for a couple of minutes?
I sure will.
Thank you.
I don't know, he's not up till 1 o'clock.
Look, I was on a conference call at 6:30, so that's why I'm late.
Anyway, another announcement. The Washoe Freedom Coalition, come up and announce. The next meeting is coming up on this coming Monday. Use the mic. Hold on, you got to hit. There you go.
He's mixing apples and oranges. We have two different meetings. The Washoe Freedom Coalition, do you all know what that is? It's a group of probably 20 different clubs who have members who come to our meeting, and our whole goal is to elect down ballot candidates. And what we're doing now is we're actually having them all come to our meeting. I just hit up Mike Clark. He's got to come and talk to us. But we're going to have Brooke Westlake is coming to talk at our next meeting, which is going to be October 23rd. And we're also going to have Justin Taylor. He is our county treasurer, and somebody else too, I'm not sure. But we've heard from Mike Ginsburg, and we've heard from all of the people who are thinking about running for office. And it's a real fun little potluck that we have once a month. So we encourage you to come. Our goal to elect them is to have an army of canvassing, to have flyers, to put out a slate mailer, to put out social media advertising, radio advertising. We're biting off a lot, but a lot of times, a lot of these clubs have not taken care of people during the primary. And so when people go to vote, especially the nonpartisan events that are people running, nobody knows who the Republicans are. So our goal is to increase that visibility, put out videos. Again, come to our meeting. We're now in the process of going out to 60 different businesses in our community and asking them to come tell us their problems. How can we solve them? So again, it's it's at Maurice and Maurice's place, actually. He
But
has.
tell them the address, Cadillac.
Yeah, I will. I'll tell them the address. It's 155 Cadillac Lane in Reno. It's, if you know where the Black Bear Cafe is, it's the block right past it. We meet downstairs. There's room for 50 of you guys to come. And I hope to see you there. Okay?
Do you want to say about political action Monday?
The Political Action Committee isn't till the following Monday. And this time, we're going to not have any speakers. But I do have to say,
Don't tell me, tell them.
I know, well, it's awkward here, okay? But what we do have coming up in December, on December 8th, is we're going to have Robert Morse come and talk to our group. And he is one of the January 6th people that was in jail. He's written a book about it, and he's got all kinds of stories to tell us. So we just got approval to pay for his plane ride to come here from Dallas. He's going to talk to our group, and he's prepared an even better presentation than before. And so the RWR is going to be sponsoring that, but I'm the chair of that committee, and we're going to have lunch for that. And it's going to be right here in this room. So I will try to keep all of you informed. I think I recognize almost everybody in this room, so you'll keep hearing from me, okay? Okay.
Thank you. One other thing for RedMove lunches, and we're going to do dinners. We already did a deal with Atlantis. We will be doing debates, maybe even have the governor at one of the dinners, if I can ever get him settled down. But next in November, first Thursday in November, will be our beginning of our candidate series or continuation. And it'll be Eddie Lorton for Reno mayor and Charlene Bybee that's running for mayor of Sparks. Ed Larson will speak after at one of our other meetings. He already committed to it. And a spotlight this time.
Can we get Wendy Rawson to come in as well? She's running for this.
No, we are. He already. Yeah, Ed Larson will be. He already committed to me.
Wendy Rawson.
Oh yeah, I can get. She'll be at one of the meetings. Otherwise, you guys next meeting in February for first Friday, you won't get any lunches or anything. By the way, tomorrow at Bully's East off of Vista at the marketplace is first Friday, and we'll do it inside. I don't want you in the rain. You might melt. And like I said, the spotlight next month will be Colleen Westlake. She's not related to Brooke. Yeah, Brooke Westlake. Even though she's got a boot on her foot, she's going to be the. Yeah, what did I say?
It's Brooke, not Colleen.
Yeah. That she'll have a boot on her foot, but she'll be the spotlight speaker, which is the 15-minute slot. and running for school board at large. With that in mind, thank you for coming. We ended up surprisingly over 30 people. Is there any sandwiches left? If there is, you can buy one for $5. Thank you. And Ann did a great job. You did.